Hi travelers, welcome back to another episode of Nomad Travel Adventure. Simon here, and I'm very excited to announce that I'm going to be taking on a journey through Lonely Planet's top city to visit in 2019. Now, I'm wondering why in the heck this city is named the top in 2019. So get ready to join me as I take you through Copenhagen, Denmark, and I'm going to be showing you around some of the best tourist attractions here and also the best way to get around. That way it makes it a lot easier for when you decide to come and visit. Anyways, before we do get started, guys, I do want to remind you to go ahead and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and show me some extra love by liking this video. I hope to keep on inspiring you guys to travel, and I want to just remind you that there are plenty more trips coming up, so do stay on the lookout for that. Anyways, enough talking. I've got a limited time here as I'm only here for 2 days, so we gotta get to it. Anyways, stay tuned. Finally made it to Copenhagen. And let me tell you, there's so much to do. This city is incredible. So full of diversity, where history and culture are well preserved. So join the journey and find out why this is the top city to visit in 2019. Now I'm at the very heart of Copenhagen, standing outside probably the most famous tourist attraction here. Now you've got your Epcot, your Disney World, and even Six Flags, but I'm about to take you to the famous place that started it all, the Tivoli Gardens. On just a mere 20 acres, this park has been around since 1983 and has inspired the likes of Hans Christian Andersen and even my man Walt Disney himself. Now it's no longer 1983, but I'm sure lots of things have changed, including how to get your ticket. I actually bought mine online and it's got unlimited access to all the rides. So let's get walking and head over to Copenhagen's #1 tourist attraction, the Tivoli Gardens. Our first arrival will be to one of the most magical theme parks in the world, the Tivoli Gardens. Probably the most recognized tourist attraction in Copenhagen, this is one you don't want to miss. Get ready to leave reality as you enter the whimsical world of the Tivoli Gardens. Say goodbye to the city of Copenhagen as you're transported into different worlds of imagination. I really enjoyed that, so let's keep riding some more. Of course, this is unlike any theme park you've ever experienced, so be ready as there are plenty of rides to enjoy. I suggest you take a full advantage of all of them, and there's even some that are in 3D. The lines aren't too long and totally worth the wait. Okay, so on that last ride, I seriously thought I was going to die. I mean, literally, they just drop you in, your stomach is just like, okay. Join the fun, and when you need a break, just head on over to the food court. There's plenty of choices, sure to satisfy any type of craving. Okay, so one of the best things about being here is that you also get to try some delicious food. So I went ahead and got me some fries, and it's classically paired with some ketchup. Delicious. So let the inner kid inside of you come out and play as you visit the original, most magical place on earth, the Tivoli Gardens. Now I think I'm going to head out of here and show you guys a little bit of Copenhagen. I mean, being here has really made me feel like a kid again. There's definitely some magic here. And to be honest, Disney has nothing on this place. If you can, check it out. I definitely would get the unlimited rides just because, I mean, if you're here, you might as well. I'm telling you, it's totally worth it. But anyways, guys, let's go check out the next place that I have in mind for you. As we say goodbye to the magnificent theme park, the Tivoli Gardens, it's time to head on over to our next tourist destination. But not before discussing the best mode of transportation. Now, Copenhagen is known for its accessible biking roads, and it's not the biggest city ever, so it's easy to get around this way. But for those of you not into the bike scene, the subway and public transportation system is also a good choice. For about 20 euros, you can get the City Pass, which will give you unlimited access to buses, trains, and the metro for a full 48 hours. Easy and accessible, for me, this was definitely the way to get around. Okay, so this next one might be a bit of a stretch, and maybe it's not for everybody, but Copenhagen is home to Northern Europe's largest aquarium, which is why I'm taking you through the National Aquarium of Denmark. I think this is a pretty unique one if you want to do something outside the standard city tourist spots, and that's why I decided to include it in my list. Let's just hope those sharks stay in their tanks, and don't even get me started on the piranhas. As we head over to the more industrial side of Copenhagen, it's time to visit the largest aquarium in Northern Europe, the National Aquarium of Denmark, also known as the Blue Planet. Get ready to dive under the sea and explore the amazing exhibits at this aquarium. Take a closer look at over 450 species of exotic marine animals. This aquarium doesn't just take you under the ocean. It also takes you into the tropical rainforest, where you'll find everything from its vegetation to wild bats. Oh yeah, and there's even my favorite, the piranha. Nasty little creatures. The cool thing about the aquarium is that through its tunnels and different shades of blue lighting, it makes it feel like you're actually walking through the ocean. Only better, because you're able to see so many different types of marine wildlife from all around the world in just one place. So, what are you waiting for? Take the plunge and visit the National Aquarium of Denmark. Now, this is one of the moments that I've been waiting for this entire trip. If you're a hippie or a free soul like me, have I got the tourist attraction for you? I'm in Christiania, which is the autonomous anarchist district, which is most famous for its open cannabis trade. Some call it Freetown Christiania, as it's a place where mostly anything goes. Basically, this is a community that call their own shots and act completely independent of the Danish government. And there are 3 main rules that you have to follow. Have fun, don't run, and no photos. So, if you're gonna take a picture, always ask. I mean, cameras are definitely allowed, but just be careful. Time to take a smooth ride into one of the more chill spots of Copenhagen. The community of Christiania is a private one that stands free of Danish law and is most famous for their free trade of cannabis. But there's so much more. If you're not into the smoking scene, there's plenty to do. Check out their various restaurants and shops, but more importantly, take a stop to see the amazing graffiti, which is a true statement to Christiania and what it stands for: complete freedom. So, get your good vibes going by taking a chill pill and heading over to a world of complete peace and love, also known as Christiania. Now, it's that time of the segment where we get into a debate. Why, you ask? Well, I was having trouble deciding which place to visit next when I came across 2 very similar options. Now, I'm a sucker for great city views, so when doing the research, I was a little more intrigued by the Church of Our Saviour, since you can supposedly see as far as Sweden from the top. So, it's a real clear winner in my book, but who knows, maybe I'm wrong. Church of Our Saviour or the Round Tower? Which has the best view? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Leaving Christiania in the same area of Copenhagen stands our next tourist destination, the Church of Our Saviour, where you will have to go all the way up the tower to get the best view of Copenhagen. Now, one little thing I forgot to mention, to get this amazing view, you must climb 400 spiraling steps. Yep, that's right. Oh well, I haven't been to CrossFit in 2 days. Guess that'll just be my workout of the day. Let's see how fast I can go. Climbing up the 400 steps is no easy feat, but I highly recommend it if you're up for the challenge. Not sure if you can tell, but I'm sweating. The stairs, they're a little narrow. Not ideal. Not ideal, perhaps, but totally worth the view you get from the top. Once you reach it, you feel as if nothing can stop you. You made it. You definitely get a rush. I mean, it is so windy and it's so high up. And after you're done seeing all these incredible sights, it's time to come back down. A round trip lasting less than 30 minutes, the Church of Our Saviour makes it to the top of the list. We're on day 2 of my trip here in Copenhagen, and that is why we're going to be traveling back in time by heading inside the Rosenberg Castle. Now, if you're into kings and queens, Game of Thrones anyone? Stay tuned for this tourist hotspot because it has 3 of the original coronation thrones and 3 life-size lions standing guarding it. So, I'm not Team Lannister, but I am curious about the crown jewels in this castle because they're supposed to have this emerald set that is the best among the world. Take a stroll through the King's Garden Park and witness a little of the everyday Danish life before getting your royal on and heading inside the Rosenberg Castle. This castle is open every day from 9 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Take a minute to check out the castle garden before heading inside. Marvel at the amazing architecture of a castle originally built as a summer house. Now, once you finally decide to go in, get ready to catch a glimpse into the past of Danish royal life, as there's a large collection of rooms from the late 16th century. You'll even find the original coronation throne guarded by 3 golden lion statues. But that's not all. What's really interesting is the amazing crown jewels on display. Sparkly enough to even make Nicki Minaj jealous. There's so much bling in this basement, it's enough to make anyone go blind. Seriously though, put the sparkle in your trip to Copenhagen by stepping into the exquisite lifestyle of the ancient Danish royals and visiting the Rosenberg Castle. Okay, so now I'm gonna take you alongside the beautiful colored streets of Nyhavn. It's nice and sunny, so we're about to find plenty of tourists walking down these famous streets, and there's also plenty of restaurants where you can grab a beer or get one to go as you continue walking. I'm actually gonna keep walking to the very end so that I can show you the other cool thing that we're gonna do while we're in this area. Heading back down the canal, we come across the perfect place to end a long day. Nyhavn used to be a busy international commercial port where ships would dock from all over. And now it's lined with bars and restaurants facing the harbor. Sit down to enjoy a cold beer while you soak in the sights, or get one to go as you continue walking. Just don't forget to take some notice of Building 67. It's where Hans Christian Andersen used to live. Okay, so no trip to Copenhagen would be complete without one of their awesome canal tours. There's several options for tours, and you can even get a hop-on, hop-off boat and bus package. Today, however, I'm going to do the slightly cheaper version, which will be the Grand Tour of Copenhagen, and I'll be enjoying the best sights while sailing with a live guide. Mine's going to be in English, but I read on the website that you can also get one in French, Spanish, German, or Italian. Get ready to see the best sights of Copenhagen as you join one of their infamous canal tours. With several departure points, including Nyhavn, buy your tickets at the port or pre-book them online. One of the best ways to travel through the city, you can also get a hop-on, hop-off bus package. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy as you cruise down the canals of this beautiful city. Okay, so this is no aerial, but it does make it to the list because you haven't really been to Copenhagen until you've seen this icon in the flesh. The Little Mermaid is a statue based on the famous fairy tale by Hans Christian Andersen. And since it was released onto the world, it has had its shares of ups and downs. I mean, this girl has really been through some stuff and even decapitated a couple of times. And here I thought turning into a human would solve all her problems. This next one might not be the most life-changing tourist destination, but I do suggest it because it's become a staple in Copenhagen, and the walk around that port area is simply stunning. The Little Mermaid is a small statue based on the fairy tale by Hans Christian Andersen, and it shows her transformation into a human. Many people from all over the world come to take a picture of this famous little statue, perfect for that Instagram post. Travelers, it's now time for me to fly back home as my journey in Copenhagen has finally come to an end. It's easy to see why Lonely Planet has named Copenhagen the top city to visit in 2019. I mean, there's something for everyone here, whether you're young, old, backpacking, interested in history, art, and I can honestly say it's been a while since I've been in a city so tourist friendly. I mean, they even let me pay with card everywhere. Now, after seeing my top 10, I hope you got some ideas for when you come to visit, and I'm just wanting to know, did this city make it to the top of your list? Let me know what your thoughts are by leaving a comment below, and if you haven't already done so, please join the journey by subscribing to my channel and smashing that like button. Where in the world will you find me next? I guess you'll have to stay tuned to find out. Thanks again for watching. This is Nomad. I'm signing out. See ya! Like my videos? Subscribe for more.